All right, you guys, today I'm going to walk you through making an MLA outline. I know the formatting of this can be super frustrating, so I'm hoping this video helps you when you have to create your outline for your speech. So the very first thing you'll want to do is to give your doc a title, right? We talked about how important it is to organize your docs, okay? Then you will insert your header. I think it's easier to do your page number first. So insert page number, always include this top left one. That's a choice you want to pick. Put your cursor right in front of the number, and then that's where you'll type your last name. Hopefully you remember the font you use for MLA is Times New Roman 12, so make sure you make that Times New Roman. Okay, you'll notice when you get out of your header, it will change back your font. So make sure you go back to Times New Roman 12. Go to center your text, give this a title. Okay, and then we are ready to get started. So we will change the formatting of this at the end. It's easier just to do what Docs wants you to do and then correct it at the end. So the first thing, you'll do a 1, okay, and then that will be your introduction. What I want you to do, if a 2 came down there, you guys, like it did, just hit backspace and you'll be aligned right underneath your introduction. This is where I want you to type your intro word for word, okay? Just a reminder, your intro should include a hook, right? So that's when you give me information about yourself, some background information, and your thesis. So for your thesis in a speech, this is very different than if you were to be writing a paper. You want to make it very obvious for your audience what you're going to be talking about. So you want to include the 3 pieces of content for your body. So for example, for your speech, you might say, today I'm going to talk to you about myself, my loved ones, and my future goals. You are absolutely welcome to use that for your thesis if you want to, but I do want you to write your intro word for word. I guess it would help if I wrote 2 here. I was wondering why they underlined me. Whoop. Okay, so that will be your intro. Then it's time to go to your body, okay? So notice it aligns me underneath my intro. I don't want that because I'm starting my second paragraph, if you will. So come up here to this button where it says decrease the indent, and it will put me back behind where I want to be. So this will be body number 1. This will be the about me paragraph or section of your speech, okay? When I'm ready to give a subpoint. So the first thing I might be talking about myself is my personality. So again, I do not want the 3. I'm talking about a subpoint, so I need to indent. So this time, instead of going to decrease indent, I would go over to my increase indent, okay? It'll give you a little a, but again, we'll change that at the end. So I might start talking about my personality, okay? Then maybe I want to give you some more details about my personality. So when I am talking about my personality, that needs to line up underneath that section. So again, hit enter. I don't want to be there. I need to be more indented. So go back to increase your indent. Okay, I might say I'm inquisitive. Okay, I might say I'm empathetic. Good type, empathetic. And then finally, I might say I'm hardworking. Okay, and those would be the 3 things I would talk about. Now I'm going to talk about my hobbies. So that's the second thing about me. So that needs to align underneath personality. So notice if I hit enter, I'm not aligned under that. So you need to go to decrease, right, indent. So now I'm talking about my hobbies. Okay, again, now I need to be lined up under here because I'm going to talk about what my hobbies are. So I would go to increase indent. I'm going to say like being active because I want to show you how we can go even more. Now, last time I didn't do this, but I want to give you more examples of how I like to be active. So I'm going to hit enter, but I need to increase my indent. So I might say I like riding bikes. I like lifting weights. And I like golfing. Okay, those are my hobbies. Okay, another one of my hobbies is watching TV. Now that's not being active, so I need to decrease my indent, right, to be aligned here. And now I might include some of my favorite TV shows. So again, that would go under TV. So I need to increase my indent so it falls under there. Again, look at where my mouse is going. The Kids Baking Championship. That's my new favorite show these days. I've been really addicted the last couple weeks. Okay, I'm going to talk about the Real Housewives. That's the most important, okay? And maybe that's all I'm going to talk about myself, okay? So then I would need to go to my next body. So I would get a number 3 for that. So I would need to decrease my indent, decrease my indent, decrease my indent, and it gives me a 3, okay? So now it's body number 2. I'm going to talk about the most important people in my life. Okay, so I want to increase my indent to talk about my first person. My first person is going to be Ben. If I want to give you some information on him, right, that would go under Ben. So I would increase the indent. I might tell you, right, he's my boyfriend. I might talk about his job a little bit. Again, the purpose of an outline is just kind of to give yourself notes as to where your speech is going to go, and so I know where it's going to go as well. Okay, the second person I'm going to talk about, so I'll need to decrease my indent, is Willie. Okay, again, when I'm talking about Willie, then I need to increase my indent so it goes underneath Willie. I might tell you, it's my dog. I might talk about how old he is and all of his ailments. I don't know. This is just an example. Let's pretend like that's all I'm talking about Willie. So for my third person, right, I would need to decrease my indent so I get that C. Then I might talk about my friend Kara when I give you information about her. She's my best friend. She's a teacher, right? I might give you more information about that. Let's pretend for now that's all I'm talking about, the people in my life. So then I would need to, right, hit enter. Now I'm looking for a 4. So I need to decrease my indent. Hold on, let me find my mouse. Here it is. Decrease my indent. Decrease my indent. Now I'm at a 4. So that would be body number 3. And this one's going to be about future goals. Okay. So increase your indent. One of my future goals is to become a personal trainer. Okay. Another one is to retire early. Another one is to travel. Okay. Again, if I wanted to get more information about traveling, say I wanted to go to Bali, then I would hit enter and then I would have to increase my indent. So it's aligned under that. But just for, again, example purposes, I'm just going to end it there. Okay. Then the last thing would be your conclusion, right? That's your 5th paragraph. So conclusion. And again, I want your conclusion word for word. So type your conclusion. Make sure your conclusion restates your thesis. So again, today I've talked to you about myself, my loved ones, and my future goals. Okay. You need to review your main points. So I'm just, a hardworking person who has a lot of great people in her lives and is very ambitious. I don't know. You may want to be more specific. And then end with a clincher. So a clincher is just kind of a wrap-up statement. It should be kind of interesting, but it should be obvious that your speech is over with. Sometimes it can be humorous. Sometimes it can tie into your hook, whatever it is you want to do, but that's the end. So now the only thing we have left to do is to actually make this in MLA. So MLA, when you start, they don't want a 1. They want a Roman numeral. So to do that, put your cursor right in front of where you started typing intro, and then go to Format, go to Bullets and Numbering, List Options, and then hit the Roman numeral. So this one's the Roman numeral. It looks like just an up and down line in theirs. So click that, and then you'll notice all the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turn into Roman numerals, okay? Roman numeral 1, Roman numeral 2, so on, so on, so on, okay? So that's good there. Now, MLA, the second thing when you go in, they don't want this little a. They want a capital letter, okay? So all these should be capital letters. So again, you do the same thing. Put your cursor right in front of here. Look at where mine is. Make sure you're doing the same thing. Go to Format, Bullets and Numbering, List Options, and then do capital A. Okay, so those should have all changed. Capital A, capital B, capital A, B, C, and so on and so on. Okay. When you go in, they actually have this one right. This is supposed to be the small Roman numerals, so we're good there. We don't have to do anything there. But remember, on a few of them, I gave you even more details, like, for instance, being active. When you go in, when you're giving subpoints to this subpoint, it needs to be lowercase letter. So again, put your Roman numeral there, or put your cursor there. Go to Format, Line, Bullets and Numbering, List Options, and then we're going to our small. Okay, usually MLA stops there in the listing. If you were to ever give more information, like if I wanted to give you information about, I don't know, golfing, then when you increase your indent there, you would just do a plain bullet. Okay, so keep that in mind as you create your outline. I know this can be kind of overwhelming. Again, I'm going to provide you mine underneath the classwork tab today. If you just want to like highlight this and change what you're talking about, go for it. That's totally fine. You can add whatever you need to and delete whatever you need to. That's fine for this first one. If it's easier for you, like if your formatting is going to be totally different and you know you're going to want to give more information here, it might be easier just for you to start from scratch. But totally up to you. Just make sure you're watching this and paying attention to your formatting. That's the most important thing, okay? Make sure you contact me if you need any help.